Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be going over all of the possibilities for the best second credit card that you can get. I have 5 total credit cards in this video that I'm going to be showing you, and if you haven't watched the previous videos, please do so. I consider this level of credit card knowledge to be more on the intermediate level, so let's just get into the video. The first credit card that I'm going to recommend to all of you is the Capital One Savor 1 card. These cards are in no particular order, so don't worry about the order listing 1 to 5. These are just 5 cards that I want all of you guys to check out. Alright, let me share my screen here. Alright, here we go, the Savor Rewards card. Here we have earn unlimited 3% cash back at grocery stores, dining, entertainment, and popular streaming services, plus 1% cash back on all other purchases. Earn 8% cash back on Capital One entertainment purchases. This 8% is quite a big number. There's also a limited time offer on this card, if you could see here. It says for a limited time, earn $250 cash bonus once you spend more than $500 in the first 3 months. This bonus is actually $50 more than both the Chase Freedom cards to my knowledge, so this has a bigger sign-on bonus than the other Tier 2 cards. We can also learn unlimited 5% cash back on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. Awesome. Okay. These percents are very high, so make sure that you continue to pay your credit cards on time so you're not paying the bank any money. Awesome. The second credit card that I would recommend all of you guys to get would be the Wells Fargo Active Cash card. I'm going to drag it over here really quick. All right. This is the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card. You could earn a $200 reward bonus when you spend $500 in purchases in the first 3 months. This is pretty normal around these Tier 2 cards, these second credit cards that you guys are going to get. Also, there's no annual fee. All of these cards that I'm sharing with you guys today cost nothing to own. I personally believe that for your second credit card, you should not be getting a card with an annual fee whatsoever. I only got an annual fee card for my 4th credit card. I think I have 5 right now in total, but you don't really need to be worrying about getting a credit card with an annual fee right now in this moment. All right, let's go back to the benefits here. So we could earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. Good. 0% intro APR for the first 12 months. Kind of important. We don't really need to worry too much about that if we're continuing to pay our credit card in full on time every single month. You have cellular telephone protection, which is $600 of cell phone protection. So if your iPhone gets stolen, you are covered up to $600 of that. And I think the biggest highlight for this card is just the 2% cash rewards on purchases. As I told you before, most credit cards will only give you 1% on everything. This card gives you 2% as well as a nice little juicy sign-on bonus. The third credit card that I'm going to be recommending to all of you guys is going to be the Citi Double Cash credit card. So here it is. I pulled it up on my computer. So we see here that we could earn $200 cash back after we spend $1,500 on purchases in the first 6 months. This is a little bit different. The sign-on bonus is kind of the same, but you have 6 months to spend $1,500. If you don't spend that much money, something that I did, a good life hack, is like I would give my credit card to my parents and say, hey, can we buy groceries on this card? And you guys just Venmo me or Zelle me back all the money that you guys spent so then I can get the sign-on bonus. A lot of parents are more than willing to do that. Or if I'm out with friends and we're going bowling, I'll pay for everybody's bowling ticket and then they'll all pay me back for that afterwards. That's some ways that you can get around getting these sign-on bonuses. Again, also the biggest benefit of this card is that you get 2% back on everything that you buy. Every single thing. You're not going to get 1%, you're going to get 2%. And that's pretty much what this credit card has to offer. However, if we look down here, there's a special travel offer. You could earn 5% total cash back on hotel, car rental, and attractions when booked on the Citi Travel portal. So all of these credit cards will have their own portal that you can go to, and when you log in, there's going to be airlines, hotels, entertainment, attractions, things that you can purchase with your credit card. And if you're on that portal, if you're in Citi's portal, you will be getting 5% cash back total on those purchases. Chase has this, Wells Fargo has this, everybody has their own portal. All right, the 4th credit card that I'm going to be recommending to all of you is the Chase Freedom Flex card. Again, all of these cards have no annual fee, so they cost you nothing to own, and you can get a free $200. Again, this is the higher end of the rewards benefits, which is why I'm showing you these cards specifically. All right, so if we look here at the Chase Freedom Flex card, we get $200 after we spend $500 on purchases in the first 3 months. That's pretty standard. We're seeing that repetition over and over again. There's no annual fee and low intro APR. Okay, here we go. This is what this card has to offer. All right, 3% on dining. Restaurants, so restaurants including takeout, eligible delivery services, 3% at drugstore purchases, 5% on travel purchased in the Chase Travel portal. This is the portal thing again. And 1% on everything else. Cool. So the other cards had 2% on everything else. This card only has 1% on everything else. Okay. Additional card benefits. Purchase protection, etc., etc. One thing I want to show you guys about the Chase Freedom Flex card is that there's these 5% bonus earnings. I don't know if you guys can read this, but it says every quarter you can earn 5% cash back on categories such as grocery stores, gas stations, fitness clubs, entertainment, and more. So this is a 5% cashback calendar. Let me open this actually for you guys. So see, January to March, it says that you can you get 5% back at Walmart, Target, excluding Walmart and Target. So grocery stores, fitness clubs and gym memberships, self-care and spa services. April to June, Amazon, hotels and restaurants. July to September, etc., etc. So this card can give you 5% back. This is a very, very lucrative card if you know how to use it. But some people don't want to put in all the effort of managing when they're going to get their 5% return. So this card requires you to pay a little bit more attention than all the other ones, which you can just swipe the card all the time and not have to worry. You do get 5% back though, so that I think is very much worth this credit card, and there's no annual fee. The fifth card that I'm going to show you guys today is going to be the sister card to the Chase Freedom Flex, and that is the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. I actually own both of these cards right now. So let's look at my screen here, and it says that we get a $200 bonus after you spend $500 on purchases in the first 3 months. So boom, you get the Flex or you get the Unlimited, you get $200 after spending $500. Very easy. No annual fee. Here's what makes these two cards different. First of all, the Chase Freedom Flex, actually I'm going to click back here. The Chase Freedom Flex gives you 1% back on everything. The Chase Freedom Unlimited gives you 1.5% back. For some people, that extra nickel that they get after spending $100 matters. To me, it doesn't matter that much. However, what I do like is that this card has 5% on travel and Chase, like the other ones, drugstore purchases, dining. So I could spend both on both of these cards. The benefits are relatively the same, but if I'm getting my utilization too high on one card, I can go ahead and use the other card. One thing I will point out for this card is that there is none of that 5% rotating categories. But this card is a lot less headache to use than the Freedom Flex, but they're both very good cards and they both have no annual fee. Lastly, I'm going to give you guys a sixth card to consider. This is more of an honorable mention. There is no annual fee for this card, but I think it is well worth mentioning for this video. And that would be the Amex Blue Cash Everyday card. So let's look at my computer here. You have 3% cash back on groceries, 3% on US online retail purchases, 3% on gas, and 1% on everything else. There's also no annual fee on this card, as there are none on any of the cards in this video. The $200 cash back is after you spend $2,000, which can be steep for some people. But I think it's it says for the first 6 months here. So you're going to spend $2,000 in the first 6 months. However, I think that this card is really good if you want to get into the Amex scene. So the Amex Platinum card, the Amex Gold card, I don't know if you've heard of many of these cards before, but there's this thing called the Amex Trifecta, which is more for advanced credit learners. But the Amex Trifecta can be a very fast and efficient way to rack up points very quickly, and it all starts with getting this card right here, actually. So if you really want to dig into the nitty-gritty of how to manage your credit card points to the fullest, I would get this card as my second card. But other than that, this card is a lot of headache as well. The Chase Freedom cards and the Capital One Savor card, Wells Fargo, those are all great cards as well. Alright, that's all I have for this video. There are your 5 recommendations with your 1 honorable mention about which credit card to get next as your second credit card. I'll see you guys in the next video.